Hey guys, I just want to thank you for taking out the time, viewing my videos and checking out the information on Tuesday nights and what's so special about them, because it's really finna change my life and I want it to change other people's lives as well, because in life I believe it's all about having the right information, being around the right people at the right time and leveraging off of that. Tuesday nights is big on giving you that right information. No matter what you want to be in life, it's not about settling, it's not about, oh, I just graduated from college, I got a good job. It's about getting your time and money back. You know, if you got those both, sky's the limit with what you can do with your life. So that's our main goal in life, is not to spend so much time at the job, but to get back to doing things that we want to do. If we had our time back, what would we be doing? We wouldn't be choose to go to work. Would you choose to be in debt, or would you be financially free? Would you choose to snooze that alarm button in the morning, or would you just get up and go to work just for the heck of it? You know, it's about opening your mind to what you would want to do with your life every single day, every second of your day, because every second that goes by is a second that you cannot get back. So you got to use your time wisely. Do not limit yourself to what you can be in life. So Tuesday nights are special because we're around successful people and they're sharing information on how to get to where you want to be in life. Not specifically their life, but your life, your dream life. So they listen to your goals and dreams and help you lay out a game plan on how to get that done, how to achieve those. And that's what I love, because I'm very ambitious, I'm very goal-minded, goal-orientated, and I'm focused, but without having somebody to kind of give me some direction, I'm going to spend so much time searching, going back to school, looking for all these answers that people who are where I want to be already have, so why not leverage off of them? So being there at Tuesday nights with a guy who makes $200,000 a month, has a huge house, successful marriage, you know, get to spend time all day with his kids, like that's something I desire, so why not listen to this guy? So just being at a Tuesday night meeting is free, for one, and the people you're around, everybody's on one accord, everybody has the same mindset. Let's do this, you know, no negativity in there, no downing, no down bad self-talk. It's all positive energy, and with that you cannot lose. How can you lose? Only way you can lose is by tricking yourself into saying you can't do something, or this is not for me, anything negative like that. But you settling, you know, for a life that you only get to live once. Why not live it your way? You know, why not live it the best way possible? Tomorrow could be your last day on this earth. You didn't give it all you had. You know, don't look back with regret. So with no further ado, just check out a snippet of what we offer, what we provide on Tuesday night meetings, and why you should be there. This is Dan Hawkins. He's an amazing guy. He's living in Wisconsin. We got a whole bunch of other great leaders there all across the United States. He's sharing a little bit of wisdom. This is just a snippet of what we offer. And just imagine if you absorb all this brain food, where your mind can go. If you know better, you do better.
I'm really struggling. I have a business. I already have enough income. I don't need to be here. I was only coming because I loved it, but this made my decision easier. Now, who in you here could honestly smile and have that same conversation if you lost your job tomorrow? Most of us don't have the security to be able to afford a job loss. Most of us are 30 to 60 days away from bankruptcy if we lost our income stream. What does security mean to you? True wealth is time and money, and how long you can live with the time and money you already accumulated, not having to go start over tomorrow. So maybe it's security. Who do you would travel more? What are the top 2 reasons people don't travel more? Time and money. You guys are, how'd you know that? You took my notes. No, because if you earn your living that's based on how much time you spend is how much money you have, you'll always be struggling with those 2. If you ever meet somebody, why don't you travel more? I just can't get time off work, or I can't afford to. Or if I took time off work, like Mark, every time he'd go travel, he'd lose a bunch of income, and he'd spend weeks catching up then. It just wasn't worth it to him. That's the biggest fault. Most people would travel more, but it's usually those 2 limiting. And then you convince yourself. I remember saying early on, oh, I don't travel more, Lisa, because I'm just kind of a stay around the house kind of guy. That's only because I never traveled before. Now that we travel a lot, I love traveling. It's so fun. We homeschool our kids. We study Gettysburg. We take them out to Gettysburg and walk them through the field, show them where Gettysburg happened. When we studied our government, we took them out to Washington, D.C. and spent 14 days showing them George Washington's house, Thomas Jefferson's house, walked them all through all the monuments and stuff like that, right? When we have the soft spot, they love to give more time and more money to a certain charity, but they're giving as much as they can. They're doing as much as they can because they're limited. What if you could take that limit off? Who would you serve? What would you give to? What would you do? So the question is, once you take time to identify those things, then here's the next most important question. Is there any car people in the room? What's somebody's favorite car? Camaro. So we got a Camaro. They're pretty cool cars, right? You can get the new, what's the high performance one? Z28. So I get Z20. They're pretty fast cars. They're fun cars. They're a great vehicle. But if you told me my destination is Hawaii, they're great till California. They skip twice and sink. Right? You just can't get to Hawaii driving a Camaro. You may have a great vehicle right now. You may love what you do, but if you're honest with yourself and you define where you'd like to be and it doesn't line up with what you're doing, it might be time to switch vehicles. What if you flipped it over? What if you first defined what you want, then found a vehicle that actually could accomplish it, learn how to do it, and then go out and do the work? That's the only way you're ever going to live the life you always want. Otherwise, you're defined by your occupation. It's going to limit you based on what the occupation offers. And so I teach my kids this. All the time, I say, don't tell me what you want to do for a job. Tell me what kind of life you want, and let's find what fits that. If they say, Dad, I've always wanted to help people, with medically, and I just want to be a surgeon. Fantastic. Then we're going to go to college, and you're going to have to get a degree to be a doctor, and you're going to become a doctor. That's great. If that's truly the life you want, then let's do that. But let's think about that. Michelle Milkey. A lot of you know Michelle Milkey. She was a pediatrician. One of the best in Economowoc. You drop her name anywhere in Economowoc, people know who she is. She was a great pediatrician. But nobody ever explained to her that being a pediatrician meant very little time with her kids, because she was working 14 hours a day. Loved her career, loved the income, loved serving other kids, but it meant that she had to be away from her kids. And at some point in her life, she decided that great career wasn't lining up with the life she always wanted, and wanted to get free so she could be at home with her kids. So they got started here. 2.5 years later, she walked away from a pediatrician. Her husband walked away from being a pharmacist. Don't tell Matt I said that. Walked away from being a pharmacist, and now they're both stay-at-home parents. They spend most of their day with their kids, raising, so it's whatever you want. So how did we do that? Here's the model that we created. We went and listened to Michael Dell from Dell Computers. Everybody knows Dell Computers, right? This guy did something very unique in the late 90s. He went from, or in the 90s, he went from dropping out of college, starting a computer company, and becoming one of the #1 computer companies, being worth $21.5 billion in a 10-year window. It's a pretty good 10 years, isn't it? Just if you measure it financially in a business state, he was blowing the doors off everybody. And he gave a talk in late '99, and he said, I've learned a lot being in business. He goes, but I'm missing a key component that if I don't figure it out, I'm going to...
All right, so that's Dan Hawkins, guys. I'm leaving it up to you. If you guys want to get in more information about my Tuesday night meetings and share some goals and dreams with me about where you're trying to go with your life, and I can help you get in that position where you can take off. As you can see, I got all the open meetings around the United States and Canada listed. If you see one of those meetings in your location, in your area, make sure you get there. It's every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. sharp. Be there on time. Be ready to take some notes. Be ready to listen, learn, and apply. And let's get these goals accomplished. You can email me at daishan716@gmail.com with any questions or concerns, or hit me up on my Facebook page, or drop a question and like the Tuesday Nights Facebook page, and I'll reply accordingly as soon as my time allows me to. So thanks, guys, for your time. Again, get in tune. Let's get your life on the right track.
It was a young man who, he wanted to make a lot of money, and so he went to this guru, right? And he told the guru, I want to be on the same level you are. And so the guru said, if you want to be on the same level I'm on, I'll meet you tomorrow at the beach at 4 a.m. He liked the beach. I said, I want to make money. I don't want to swim. Guru said, if you want to make money, I'll meet you tomorrow, 4 a.m. So the young man got there at 4 a.m. He all ready to rock and roll, got on the suit. He should have wore shorts. The old man grabs his hand and said, how bad do you want to be successful? He said, real bad. He said, walk on out in the water. So he walks out into the water. Watch this. When he walks out into the water, it goes waist deep. So he like, this guy crazy. Adrian, he like, I want to make money. He got me out here swimming. I didn't ask to be a lifeguard. I want to make money. He got me in. So he said, come out a little further. Walked out a little further. Then he had it right around this area. He told the guy, he said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. I don't know how many of y'all got asthma in here today, but if you ever had an asthma attack before, you short of breath, SOB, shortness of breath, you wheezing. The only thing you trying to do is get some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care about a party. The only thing you care about when you're trying to breathe is to get some fresh air. That's it. And when you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I'm here to tell you, number one, that most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep. Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you got to be willing to give up sleep. You got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you're going to have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because if you go to sleep, you might miss the opportunity to be successful. That's how bad you got to want it. You got to go days without, listen to me, you got to want to be successful so bad that you forget to eat. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever. The most important thing is this: to be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. Would a real Eric Thomas please stand up? Stop being this high school dropout. Stop giving up. Stop sleeping on the street. Stop walking up and down Finkel Avenue like you ain't got nothing, and get your GED. Stop being afraid to take a test. Stop being afraid to go to college because your daddy didn't go and your mama didn't go. Stop being afraid and be the best Eric Thomas you can be. But listen to me, it's going to be hard. It took me 12 years to get a 4-year degree, but I got it. And guess what? On a degree, it don't have dates. So if it took you 4 and it took me 12, it don't show up nowhere. But I'm exactly where I wanted to be because I realized I got to commit my very being to this thing. I got to breathe it. I got to eat it. I got to sleep it. And until you get there, you'll never be successful in life. But once you get there, I guarantee you the world is yours. So work hard and you can have whatever it is you want.